amazing students. And I know how important it is for them to have voices that represent them, that celebrate them, but that stand up to them when there is injustice. Our school motto is educate, empower, excel.
Look, I am so proud to be here today, and the reason why I have become part of BEO as one of the founding trustees is for you guys. I have a son who's in year 7, he's 12, and I remember after the murder of George Floyd, my son was asking me why. But why did that happen? It can be really annoying when he keeps asking why on everything, and he kept asking why, and why, and why.
Thank you very much for those kind words. Thank you even more for reading my books. It's just absolutely appropriate that the Black Equity Organisation has launched here at the school in front of you all. Because we've been through, over the past 2 years, one of those periods in history where suddenly the velocity of change, the possibility of what could be, becomes increased.
I'm not going to say very much because I think my esteemed colleagues have articulated everything that's really important. I just want to say that it's really amazing actually to look out on your faces, to realise that the thing that we are trying to build collectively, together, is ultimately for ourselves and for you. This began as an idea. I was driving through Tottenham, David and Lammy's constituency, and David and I was on a call, and we were saying, what are we going to do so that our children can look at us in the eye and say, you have done something.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for having us here today. My name is Miles Amy, and I'm BEO's Chief of Staff, which basically means I get to speak to all our wonderful trustees nearly every day. I think I'll leave them alone a little bit now, and supporting all the other great staff. I'm one of the longer members in BEO, along with Jake and Sam. So great to see this thing come to life.
Because we can't do this on our own, we need to have partners in the community, schools like yourselves, corporate partners as well, who can fund some of the programs we want to do. Because in all of this stuff that we want to do, we need to create solutions which will take time to deliver with other partners as well. So great to be here today. Thank you all for your presence and the vibe that you bring here to get the word out there. In terms of background, I'll quickly tell you, I am a Londoner, I'm a South Londoner.
It's something that felt like a really strong civil rights organisation. It is our children, it is what we have lived through, the incremental improvement in race equity over the last 50 years in this country, and that's not speaking about the 300 or 400 years before that in terms of our historic contribution to this country. But I think this moment in time, moving from protest to progress, I think has been the real catalyst for wanting to put our names, our energies, and our hard work into forming this organisation.
The longest gestation periods of all animals are nearly 2 years to give that baby brain power. And that's why the elephant pregnancy is 2 years. So this is our elephant baby. Literally, it took 2 years to come to life.
Hi everybody, Nick Lynn from Open Society Foundations. The reason we wanted to support this organisation is, to be honest, because we see this as really important. We're also really impressed with the work that all these people have done in the preparation. I think you'll agree, everything's like super professional. Everything is it's in great detail. And maybe Sam just said that it took a year to build, and maybe since 2020, but I think I get the sense this has been built over decades actually.
This has got to be about head as well as heart now, and really say, this is it. It's not just about being nice to us anymore.
It's something that's so ingrained in certain people's DNA. It's rife in society, and that it really has been a great pleasure.
I go to the school every school day, but once they changed security guards, as security guard, he used to follow me everywhere I go. I used to go to the back go shop to get something, I'll turn the corner and see him there. I'll go to the till and he's really fun, he's really discriminating.
So what do you, I mean, this may be a technical question, but what should we do to help that security guard think differently?
Maybe at least to like be a part of your community. Maybe you guys can help him to think otherwise. Not just always black people do. We should say that they're having it. We should not be followed when other black people are probably got one of their things. They're going to get followed for you should report him for discrimination and like let the Tesco team know what he has done and how you feel about it.
You should be part of our legal team. That's a very good answer.
Permitted by society, which aren't permitted by society now. When you turned on the television, when I was growing up, there were racist jokes by comedians on television. I'm actually glad that comedian would never get on television again. The commissioning editor who bought that program would probably lose their job. There would be an investigation. When it was just allowed, when people said, "Oh, you mustn't take offence," that was it empowered people to be racist.
Forms of like gender-based violence and how you can tackle or like like kind of avoid it.
We forget, society forgets that more women are killed from gender-based violence than young men are killed from knife crime.
And like how men and women don't have equal pay, even though we're both still humans, so we have two different genders. Like they get treated differently, they get asked to do different stuff, which is not really fair.